This wasn't your typical main event final table. It was a collision of amateurs, adrenaline, and pure unfiltered chaos. In this video, we're breaking down every wild moment, every meltdown, and every miracle that made 2007 the most chaotic finale the WSOP has ever seen. Let's dive in. And as the remaining 9 players sat down to start the game, it was already pure chaos from the very first hand. One of the 9 at the table, Hevad Khan, had already become a legend at this event with his intensity, his volume, and his hyper-aggressive pre-flop assaults. If anyone was gonna throw the first punch, it was him. In fact, this guy's antics were so extreme that the WSOP had to implement a celebration rule the next year, limiting over-the-top screaming and other disruptive actions. This man single-handedly changed the rules of poker etiquette, but this time, he wasn't blasting off with junk. He actually wakes up with something playable and fires the open raise. Jerry Yang looks down at a pretty suited Broadway, a hand that can absolutely justify a 3-bet. But Yang has been watching Khan. He knows the man is capable of lighting money on fire with air, so instead of inflating the pot, Yang takes the patient route, disguising his hand and letting Khan spray wide. John Kalmar, sandwiched between 2 of the most volatile players at the table, decides to gamble as well, coming along with King Deuce suited. And just like that, the very first hand of the 2007 main event final table is already heating up. A perfect preview of the madness to come. Jerry Yang flops a flush, a 1 in 100 chance, and there it was, right in the first hand. But Yang knows it's very hard to get paid off here, so instead of springing the trap too early, he slow plays, keeping his opponent's weaker hands alive. An ace on the turn, and both players check to Yang again. If he wants to get paid off, it's high time to start building up the pot.
Get cute there.
Now Jerry Yang with a king-high diamond flush makes it $1 million to stay in the hand.
He decides to wait no longer, and I don't know if he can have any takers here.
Kalmar folds, as does Hevad, and what a great way to start the final table, flopping a flush.
Both players get out of the way, showing some great composure and restraint. And spots like this are exactly why fundamental decision-making matters so much in poker, which is why I've made a free 20-page poker fundamentals guide designed to help you level up your actual decision-making at the table, and to always feel confident that you actually made the right play. If that sounds helpful, you can actually grab it for free down below, because although this was the first pot, it was only the calm before the storm that was this final table, and we're gonna get into it right now. You're about to see one of the most inexplicable laydowns ever captured at a main event final table. Lee Childs opens the action with pocket queens, a dream hand at this stage. Right next to him, Jerry Yang continues riding the kind of heater players wait their whole lives for. He looks down at pocket jacks, yet another premium hand falling straight into his lap. He goes for a 3-bet, and the action folds around to Lee. Instead of shoving the rest of his stack in the middle right then and there, he does something weird. He just calls. A cautious decision, almost too cautious. But this isn't even the craziest part of the hand. The flop comes down, and Yang moves all in, and instead of snapping him off, Lee goes deep into the tank too. He starts doubting, second-guessing, imagining monsters under the bed. Finally, he lays down queens to an opponent capable of having far worse. And here's where the psychological dagger twists. Instead of showing him that he made a blunder, Yang quietly mucks his hand. He knows the real value isn't in winning this pot, it's in making Lee Childs wonder if he even made a mistake or whether he was right in the first place. Throughout the rest of the tournament, Lee is going to be replaying this hand in his head, wondering what might have been. But if you think Jerry has been on a hot streak so far, you haven't seen anything yet, because with his chip stack surging and momentum fully on his side, Jerry Yang now finds himself clashing with the one player capable of slowing him down, the chip leader, Philip Hilm. Yang opens the action with pocket 8s. Make a mental note of this hand, because these 8s are going to come back in a big way. Philip Hilm, who's already starting to feel the ground slipping beneath him, makes the call with King Queen. And Yang's fiery streak continues as he flops the mighty set. He goes for the C-bet, and Hilm has picked up an inside straight draw, just enough hope to keep him tethered to the pot. He makes the call, unaware that he's walking deeper into quicksand. No help on the turn, and Yang keeps applying maximum pressure.
And action on Hilm. And he checks it again.
No bluff from Helm.
Jerry Yang with the set of 8s.
All in.
Has moved all in again.
Yang pushes all in against the chip leader, who does not have a hand.
Good hand, Jerry.
And prudently, Philip Hilm gives it up.
Wow, and now Jerry Yang, maybe the least skilled player at this final table, He shot up the charts.
And now, the man who started this final table as the second shortest stack has ripped the chip lead away from the man who once looked untouchable. From near elimination to the top of the mountain. A comeback so fast, so violent, so improbable that the entire table is beginning to realize something. Jerry Yang isn't just running hot, he's becoming unstoppable. Next, Jerry Yang and Lee Childs collide once again, and this time, only one of them is walking away from the table. It's a late position battle, blinds fighting blinds, the type of spot where stacks get tested and careers get rewritten. Childs raises from the small blind with King Jack, a perfectly strong hand to attack with. He's trying to rebuild momentum, trying to shake off the psychological weight of that earlier fold that still lingers in the back of his mind. But in the big blind, Jerry Yang looks down at Jack 8. Most players would just make the call and play it safe. But not Yang, not today. And riding the wave of his insane heater, he shoves all in, putting Childs to an instant decision for his tournament life. Childs knows he's ahead. He knows he's supposed to call it. This is it. This is the chance to flip the script and get back into this final table.
Laid it down last time.
Well, my hand's not that great, but he can't possibly have all these hands.
Just make the right decision. You know what it is.
Are you really catching that many cards?
We actually saw Greg Raymer and Jamie Gold do this with the big stack. You just keep blasting away, and sometimes you might even win pots without the best hand.
I'm gonna call.
And Lee Childs will call. Here we go again. First Hill, then Watkinson. Now Childs at risk, but the difference is Yang is the underdog.
Yeah, Childs made the right read, and now he's looking for the right result.
So Lee Childs has Jerry dominated with a shot at doubling up.
Come on, King! King! King!
Father and son have been sewn together at the hip during this main event.
All right, so here's the flop. Couple of 4s and a 6. Nothing in there to worry Childs.
Let's go club again. Let's go club again.
Childs strengthens his hold on this hand, and Yang is looking at about losing 6 million of his chips here.
Turn card. Oh, an 8 for Jerry!
Yes! Yes! More club.
But Childs did pick up a flush draw.
Father, I will glorify your name. Father.
Is this really happening, Norman?
Well, Lee with that flush draw now, so Childs needs a king or club to stay alive.
Let people see your miracles. I believe in your name.
And now the river
I
card.
believe in your name.
Yang does it again!
Yes!
It's a Jerry Yang tidal wave. You just got to seek shelter.
7th place.
With one more stroke of outrageous luck, Yang adds another name to his hit list, already eliminating 3 players from the final table. And now, he sets his sights on the remaining targets, because the hunt isn't over yet. By this point in the final table, Hevad Khan has been fighting for his tournament life with the intensity that instantly made him a fan favorite. Every pot, every decision, every outburst, Khan has worn his heart on his sleeve, playing with the fire of someone who refuses to go quietly. And now, the 2 most explosive forces left in the field are finally on a collision course. Yang gets dealt pocket jacks again and goes for the open raise. Khan looks down at Ace Queen, a premium hand, about as good as you can hope for. True to form, he doesn't tiptoe, he doesn't hesitate, he fires a 3-bet, applying maximum pressure. Yang makes the call, and then Khan does something that takes the whole table by surprise.
It's a huge pot already.
Jerry, I'm all in the dark.
That's an avant-garde move.
Wow.
All in the dark? Okay.
So you call.
No, not yet. I haven't said anything yet.
Jerry's not committing anything.
And I guess Havad's decided he's pot committed already, but he has completely eliminated his post-flop options against a guy who can bust him.
And the flop, well, no spades. Yang still leads.
Yang's getting almost 5-1 on his money. He's got to call.
I call.
He does, and there you go. Havad all in. Jerry Yang has knocked off all 3 players so far, and with a good shot at making it 4 in a row.
Khan's like, what am I going to do? I tried to chip up against this runaway train.
Jerry's parents forbade him from playing cards when he was a child. I think they're okay with it now. Turn card is a tray, and Khan does pick up a straight draw.
But the 22-year-old is on the brink. Khan can survive with an ace, a queen, or a 5 for a straight.
Can Jerry Yang knock off another player? The river card now. He does it again!
Hevad Khan, the most entertaining, electrifying personality at this final table, is eliminated, his unforgettable run ending in a blaze of aggression and heartbreak. Jerry Yang adds another name to his growing list of victims. The steamroller keeps rolling. The table keeps shrinking. One by one, they fall, and Yang keeps rising. But one player remains that refuses to bow down to the pressure. The Russian grinder, Alex Kravchenko, limps in with pocket deuces. Yang limps behind with ace-10. And with the bigger stacks closing in around him, Tuan Lam can't hide anymore in the crowd. He's been hiding in the shadows, picking his spots with surgical patience, but the window is closing. If he wants to survive, this may be his moment. The flop hits. Lam finally catches something real, an open-ended straight draw. He figures this is as good as he can hope for. But Yang, riding the hottest streak of the entire final table, refuses to back down. With his back against the wall, Lam has only one move left to make. And here's where players would pump the brakes. Most players, after a run this absurdly good, would cash in the luck they've banked and wait for a cleaner spot. But not Jerry Yang. He decides to go for it anyway, and the entire table braces for impact.
I'm gonna go all in.
And Lam fires back at Jerry.
It's the move I hate, Lon. All in on a draw. Now, Yang has doubled up Alex Kravchenko twice. I'm sure he does not want to extend Tuan Lam the same courtesy.
Lam has been very quiet at this championship table.
All right, I call.
And Jerry will make the call. It's like saying, welcome to the party, Tuan. Now go home.
Come on.
Well, it could be worse for Tuan Lam. He's a virtual coin flip. I still hate committing all your chips when you don't have a hand yet.
Tuan Lam at risk against the chip leader and juggernaut Jerry Yang.
กู用 glorify กับลุงเบมาชินดู
All right, now the turn card. 4 of hearts. That's not what Lam was looking for.
Tuan Lam, one card away from going out in 4th place. Lam needs an ace, king, queen, or 9, or he is wamboozled.
River card is a queen!
With only 4 players left in the biggest poker tournament on Earth, Alex Kravchenko finally decides he's had enough of the big stack bully. Jerry Yang has been terrorizing this final table from the moment he tasted momentum, raising, re-raising, applying suffocating pressure to anyone brave enough to enter a pot. But Alex proved to be a lot harder to crack than the rest of the players. Kravchenko isn't like the others, he's disciplined, unshakable. Because he's not just another hopeful amateur. He's a grinder who refuses to fold under intimidation. Yang kept stabbing and probing, but Alex was pushing right back, saying that he's not here to be pushed around. Kravchenko opens the action, and Yang keeps pestering him, firing a 3-bet. But then, Alex takes a stand, literally and metaphorically. He shoves all in, and he stares Yang down, asking him, what's he gonna do about it? But if Alex expected Yang to back down, he's about to be disappointed. Because Jerry Yang isn't slowing down for anyone. Not even the one player willing to stare him dead in the eye and fight back.
Able to see Yang not that far off in the distance.
And Yang is going to tangle again with Alex. And pocket kings for Kravchenko.
Kravchenko's holding the goods, and he's a favorite to stay alive again.
Boy, Jerry's wife, Sue, has been put through the ringer here tonight. Kravchenko at risk, but ahead. And now the flop. 8-6-6, no help to Jerry Yang.
What's the old expression? W up once, shame on you. W up 3 times, shame on me.
All right, turn card now is a tray. That's a blank. Jerry needs some help to get rid of another player.
Yang can only send Kravchenko home here with a river ace.
It's a deuce! Kravchenko does it again!
At this stage, the table has felt Jerry's presence in every orbit. The relentless aggression, the non-stop raises, a constant squeeze on the shorter stacks, and that luck. That kind of strategy has worked beautifully for Jerry, until someone finally snaps back. Tuan Lam looks down at ace-5. It's not a premium hand, but for a short stack fighting for survival, it's enough. He's been waiting, watching, searching for a window, and this might be the cleanest one he'll get all night. Lamb moves all in, staking his tournament life once again on one bold shove. And then the real surprise hits. Next to him, Old Man Coffee, Ray Ram, wakes up from his slumber with pocket queens. He's been biding his time too, and now it's his time to strike. So Yang, caught between two players who have both committed their stacks, knows this is no longer his pot. And even with all the momentum in the world, he realizes when it's time to step aside. He folds, retreating from the crossfire, and leaves Lamb and Rum to settle things themselves.
Not that time. So with Yang folding, this is the degree all-in moment. Tuan Lam at risk and trailing the queens of Raymond Rami.
When Tuan Lam first came to Canada, he couldn't get a dishwashing job for $3 an hour. He cut grass for $5 an hour. He was ecstatic to cash his first paycheck for $280. Now he's guaranteed almost $2 million here.
Raymond Rami's supporters hoping he can hang on to the lead with his queens against the ace-5 of Tuan Lam. And now the flop with Lam all in. And there's an ace for Tuan Lam!
With that type of luck, he might have more money in his sights.
That is one lucky green shirt. Raymond Rami and his rooters are suffering. And Tuan Lam now in position to double up. Turn card is a deuce.
Rami taking it well.
Any queen.
Rami needs a queen to rally back and knock out Tuan Lam.
And now the river card is another ace. A full boat gives Lam the...
For once, Jerry Yang isn't the executioner, but this hand is about to reshape the final table all the same. Kravchenko opens the action, and Yang's hot streak continues. He gets dealt another premium, the kind of holding that's fueled his entire rampage through this final table. Ray Ram, patient, measured, and painfully card dead for long stretches, finally decides it's time to widen his range. He picks up ace-queen, and he knows he can't wait any longer. If he doesn't make a stand soon, the blinds and Yang's relentless pressure will devour him. The deck, which has showered Yang with miracle after miracle, suddenly reminds him of an uncomfortable truth. The deck giveth, and the deck taketh.
Jerry Yang now in trouble.
He's got to be devastated.
Oh, a tray on the turn, and Yang down to one card.
We're not dead yet.
If Rami can avoid the last queen in the deck, he'll double up to 36 million chips.
And there's a 5! Rami does it!
It's a good thing Jerry Yang's had such a big chip lead because it's almost all gone.
And we've got a brand new ball game here at the Rio.
And in a single hand, Jerry's massive chip lead collapses into a far more fragile advantage. He is still slightly ahead, but he's no longer the runaway favorite. At this point, it's anyone's game. 4 players, 4 drastically different styles, and now, finally, a level playing field. And if you think the volatility is about to slow down, if you think the chaos has peaked, you're in for a shock, because what happens next is where the real madness begins. Yang has been bulldozing over the final table so far, but now the cracks are starting to show. A heater can carry you far, but even the hottest streak eventually cools. And now, with the stacks tightening and pressure mounting, Yang feels the moment slipping through his fingers, so he decides to do something drastic. Alex Kravchenko opens the action, continuing his steady, methodical approach, a style tailor-made to punish reckless aggression. But Jerry Yang doesn't just call, he doesn't just re-raise, he goes nuclear.
I'm all in.
All in for Jerry Yang.
I can't blame him with pocket eights, but can he shake or outduel Alex Kravchenko?
Echo.
We'll soon find out. Kravchenko is all in. And Alex turns over ace-king going up against the pocket eights of Jerry Yang.
If Yang loses this race, he'll be out of the chip lead for the first time since dawn. In fact, he'll be the short stack, and Kravchenko, remarkably, the short stack most of the day, would become chip leader.
Alex has had a great run against Jerry.
This final table has been Jerry Yang against the world, and lately the world's been winning.
Alex is ace-king versus the pocket eights, and here's the flop, and there's an 8 for Jerry!
Boy, that 8 had to feel awfully good to Jerry Yang.
What a time for Jerry to turn the tables on Alex Kravchenko.
Kravchenko all but out of here. He'll need running straight cards to survive.
Turn card now is a 4 of clubs, and Kravchenko's run is over.
Yang finally shakes off Alex Kravchenko.
And just like that, Yang surges back into a massive chip lead, regaining control of the tournament with the same improbable magic that's carried him all night. And if you want some of that magic, if you haven't already, make sure to grab my free poker guide in the description below so that you can learn to make great plays like this yourself. And if you're serious about leveling up fast, I'm actually opening up a very limited one-on-one poker coaching program soon, so stay tuned. Now, there's only 2 opponents left, Jerry Yang and his opponent. And Jerry smells blood in the water. He keeps applying pressure, raising hand after hand, refusing to let the table breathe. Can Jerry come out on top after his massive heater? He opens the action once again. Another aggressive stab designed to grind his opponents down. But this time, his opponent, Ray Ram, doesn't back away. So far, he's been biding his time, folding, observing, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. And now, he finally strikes back with a 3-bet. Instantly, alarm bells start ringing in Jerry's head. Ram has been one of the tightest, most disciplined players at this final table. When he 3-bets, it has to mean something. But Yang is not ready to surrender momentum, so he makes the call, bracing himself for a tricky battle ahead. The flop comes down, and Yang connects again. Sensing opportunity here, he leads out with a bet. And Ray Ram does something entirely unexpected, something wildly out of character for him. He check raises. A bold, aggressive move from a man who has spent the entire final table projecting patience and control. To Yang, this screams strength. He immediately puts Ram on a monster, a stronger ace, maybe even 2-pair. For a moment, it looks like Ram's bold move is about to work. He has Yang thinking, he has Yang doubting. But when your opponent is about to make a mistake, you should never interrupt him. And this is where Ray drops the ball. He starts talking.
And this one Jerry should think about. He'd be pretty much dead if Rami has a better ace. He'd be dead if Rami hit a set.
There's a lot of money in there, Ray. I don't know if I can give up his hand.
If Jerry calls, the pot will be $72 million.
If he's wrong, he knows he'd go from the chip lead to the short stack.
Good. Your decision.
What is it?
I say it's your decision. Your decision. Your decision. You look at me like to question me. It's your decision. You must decide what you want to do.
My decision, huh? So what do you think I should call?
No, you must play your hand. You must play your game.
I think you want to draw, I think.
Yang, a psychologist, has talked about trusting his reads. His reads actually are erratic.
All right, I call.
And Jerry Yang will put Rami at risk.
His read was true here.
Good call.
You have me beat?
Yes!
One king now. Yes! Heart or king?
Yang now has the likable Rami in desperate straits.
10 of hearts. 10 queen.
Rami looking for help to come from behind. Tuan Lam sees a heads-up matchup is possible for him. Jerry Yang ahead now with those aces.
10 of hearts.
Here comes the turn card.
And now the turn
Heart or
card.
king. King, baby.
It's a useless tray.
Rami has to have a king.
Here comes the river card.
King, baby. King.
River card. It's a deuce!
And now we're down for the final showdown. 2 very unlikely characters at poker's biggest stage. And now we're ready for the final showdown between the 2 unlikely finalists. Jerry Yang, born in Laos, a refugee who spent years in a camp before coming to America with nothing but hope and a second-hand dictionary. And Tuan Lam, born in Vietnam, escaping a war-torn country, working grueling factory jobs in Canada to support his family. A man who clawed his way up from pure survival to sit here 1 pot away from becoming world champion. The final heads-up match doesn't last long, with both players eager to end it all as quickly as possible. Yang looked down at pocket 8s, a hand that has brought him great fortune so far. Is it too much to pray for just one final miracle? Lam peels ace-queen, good enough for a showdown. He moves all in, and Yang snaps him off.
Jerry should be happier.
I'm gonna do it for Canada, man. Yes!
Tuan Lam with ace-queen needs some help. Jerry Yang will need to just hang on with those pocket eights.
Yang trying to complete his remarkable final table run. He started as the second shortest stack, but like Jamie Gold last year, he has knocked out all but one player here at the final table. Lam just looking to get lucky.
All right, and now the flop. And he does get lucky! Lam pairs his queen!
Tuan Lam has come from behind again and again. And for the all-day chip leader, Jerry Yang has taken a ton of blows to the head.
Lam in great position to put a hurt on Jerry.
Head up, baby!
Yang looking for help on the turn. Turn card is a 7. Lam still way ahead, but Jerry picks up a straight draw.
That gives Jerry 4 more outs here. 2 improbable finalists bumping heads in poker's biggest arena.
Jerry's wife, Sue, most anxious right now, and Jerry holding that picture of their kids in his hands.
To knock Lam out and end this thing, Yang will need an 8 or a 6 for a straight.
The river card is a 6! Yeah! He hit it! Jerry Yang is the 2007 world champion!
In the end, Jerry Yang won the title with an unbelievable mix of fearless aggression, great reads, and just a bit of good luck. But Yang was not the only player to carve his name into WSOP history, because just 1 year later, a young poker player shocked the world with his icy composure, razor-sharp instincts, and one of the cleanest deep runs the main event has ever seen. So click on this video right here if you want to see how a 22-year-old online grinder became the youngest world champion in poker history. We'll see you there.